I'd worked with Kylie, I'd spent 4 years with Westlife, I'd done the Verve, Oasis and Robbie.
Dave Thomas doesn't name drop for effect. These are people that he's styled, people in his world. Not a bad portfolio for someone who, as a trainee plumber, dreamed of much bigger things.
I remember seeing Boy George on the TV and being so enthralled by him. When I was on the building site, I used to look at the newspapers, like The Sun and The Mirror, and I just used to look at pictures of him at a film premiere or a nightclub, and I was just like, I want to be there, I want to be in London. I didn't know what I wanted to do, but I kind of felt like I didn't fit in here.
Dave decided to follow his dream and ran away to London and then New York, where a chance meeting whilst he was sweeping up in a hairdresser's changed his life.
These girls said, oh, we love your style, will you style us? And I was like, oh no, I don't cut hair, I'm just here to sweep the hair, And they went, no, help us with our clothes. And that was the first time that I'd ever heard of this job called a fashion stylist, and it was like a light bulb went off, and I was like, that's what I want to do, that's what I'm going to do.
Dave has since styled so many big names, including Boy George, his break coming after his dad suggested getting a grant from the Prince's Trust.
Apart from my parents, the Prince's Trust really were the first people that had ever believed in me, and I used that money to get together a book of like a portfolio of test shots. I met some people who were at the local art college doing photography, and I borrowed clothes from stores in Gloucester and Cheltenham and got friends to model.
The rest is history. In fact, it's quicker to say who Dave hasn't worked with than who he has. All the stories are captured in his new book, Vanity Project, along with endorsements from many of his biggest clients, including currently Lionel Richie and John Legend. Oh, and the foreword is written by Prince Charles.
It tells the story of a square peg in a round hole, however you want to describe it, that leaves a small town and finds his tribe and finds his world, and hopefully that could be encouraging for any young gay person that reads it, or any person that reads it that feels that for whatever reason they're not fulfilling their full potential, or they need to go off and find something else.
Dave visits his mum back in Gloucester as much as he can. Obviously, it's a very different pace to that of Beverly Hills, but now that his book is out, with profits going to the Prince's Trust, he hopes his story, which started right here, will inspire others to chase their dreams. Steve Knibbs, BBC Points West, Gloucester.